Welcome back to my video. Today I want to talk about social media and my sort of journey deleting it. So to take it back to about 2 years ago, I deleted social media, and I was born in 2001, so I think around 5th grade I first got Instagram. And, just like everyone else, I'm not special. I would post every day and would compare myself, went through all that, went through the whole mental health crisis of constantly comparing myself or feeling like I was missing out or always wanting to be updated and a part of the new trends that are changing every single second of every single day. And it became exhausting. And I remember kind of gaining more of that self-awareness in high school to where I would kind of delete it, have my little detox, which I don't think is an efficient or effective method at all. We'll talk about that later. And I would have my detox for the month and then get it back, and then detox and then get it back. It was almost like a toxic relationship where I couldn't leave. Once I was without it for long enough, I'd see the benefits, but also I didn't get that that fix of dopamine. So fast forward to college, of course I had it. I was trying to meet new people. I was trying to figure out who I was and maybe where I belong. Had it throughout college. Very useful to meet people and sort of form connections in that way too. And after college, I went through a lot with family stuff and relationship stuff, and I just deleted it. I'm I can't do this. So now fast forward 2 years after my initial breakup with social media, here we are, and I can honestly say and confidently stand here in front of you and say that I have the credibility to talk about it as someone who has not been on it for 2 years. No Instagram, no Facebook, no da-da-da. I have YouTube and Reddit and Pinterest and Spotify. If you want to count those, then I guess I'm a fraud. But in my authenticity, I know that I have a lot to say about this and maybe points that people wouldn't think of before. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. I really don't have talking points. This isn't scripted, and I did that with intention because I think deleting social media first and foremost has allowed me to find my more authentic self. After I deleted it, it took a few months, and that's kind of why I hate the detox. It takes more than 1 month, honey, for your brain to kind of rewire itself and for that neuroplasticity to kick in and find other ways to fill that void of that dopamine fix that you get from social media and scrolling and all the updates and trends. So I would say, honestly, my detox was a solid 6 months. So I'm sorry to the person who clicked on this video hoping that I would have something positive to say about, if you need a break, just take a detox and see how you feel after. Honey, I'm here to tell you, I am not the one. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to tell you it's going to take at least 6 months. At least if you're at that level of social media addiction that I was at, where you're checking it every day, where you're scrolling, and next thing you know, it's been 2 hours, where your screen time was a super long time. It's going to take at least 6 months because this is an actual addiction. If you're familiar with addiction, detox takes a long time. And once you're addicted to something, you're never really not addicted to it. You just have better coping methods to fill that void, if that makes sense. Where was I going with that? Hang on, I need some coffee. But I deleted it. It took about 6 months for me to really come back to myself. I would meditate a lot. I would read self-help books. And next thing you know, my phone is dry. My phone is completely dry. Maybe 2 or 3 of my girlfriends would text me. Aside from that, no one really checks in on you. No one really asks you, hey, do you want to hang out? I noticed you weren't on Instagram. There's a challenge. Give it 6 months, and whoever reaches out saying, oh, you're not on Instagram, da-da-da, or whoever checks in, That's how you'll know. And you could even like give all your close friends an update of like, hey, I'm deleting social media. If you need me, text me. If you have funny videos to send, either screen record it or use iMessage. And that's another thing. That's another thing I love about deleting social media is like, now that I have it deleted, if something's really funny, they'll be like, oh, I have to send this through iMessage. As much of a pain as it is, I will send it through iMessage to Gabby because it's so funny and I really want her to see it. So it has a lot more intention with how you share content in media. And as bad as this sounds, it's almost like it's more efficient for me, selfishly so, if I can have my friends filter through the algorithm so that I don't have to do it and I can allocate my time to things that, you know, I get value from. Making videos, reading, working out, finding hobbies, talking to people in real life. Like, it's more efficient for me, to be honest. It is kind of selfish, but it's very efficient. So anyway, I noticed people wouldn't really reach out as much. So I guess my point is, you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose people who you thought were your friends, but honestly probably aren't actually your friends. It's probably more of a relationship of proximity or transaction where it's like, you share this, I'll share this. Oh, we're friends. That's not how I define friendship. And when I did meet with those friends who do have social media, a lot of them will follow the trends or the TikToks, or they'll say some audio or lingo, and I'm like, wait, you don't have TikTok. That is like such a catchphrase. Wait, you don't have TikTok, I forgot. And being on the outside of that, it's like you hear someone say some like silly phrase from some audio they got, and you look at them and you're like, what? And they start saying it a lot. They say it a lot, especially when they get around each other. And it's almost like a tick or like an ism where it's like they have to throw it in there every second they can. And I know they're not aware of it, because if they were, they wouldn't do it. Like if they saw what I saw, they'd be like, oh, like let me like read a book or something. I don't know. I get it. I'm gonna be so honest, like I get it. As a matter of fact, I started becoming friends with like a lot of like old people. Not older, like I'm talking like geriatric, like above 60. It's amazing. New video idea. Because we don't honor, old people like we should. We really don't in this culture. Anyway, yeah, you'll feel kind of isolated from your friends. They might make plans without you, or like you'll lose people who you thought were your friends. And that part sucks. I'm not gonna lie, that part is a bitch, especially being in your 20s, and like that part sucks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It sucks. But with that, you have this opportunity to either connect with other people on a deeper level that's not just shallow and superficial and through the glass of a screen, but it's a face-to-face conversation. It's a phone call. It has more intention, more authenticity, more value. That, or connecting with yourself, which is kind of what I did. I turned to journaling. As you guys know, I journal every single day, and I learn so much about myself. And I can honestly say, the more I learn about myself, the more I realize I don't know about myself. Maybe I don't know what I want yet, and that's okay. But like building that awareness will give me those first few foundational steps to figure out what exactly it is that I do want, or the direction that I do want to go in. So it really catapults you in that way of building that self-awareness, even emotional intelligence. You pick up on things that other people won't notice because you have that attention span. Much better attention span, ability to focus on the task at hand, do things efficiently, and with maximum productivity, because you don't get distracted. Your attention span isn't that of a mosquito. And that has really pushed me forward and accelerated my growth in so many avenues, whether that was nursing school, not turning to my phone to distract me from studying, really good for studying. having conversations with people. I can pick up on micro gestures, so I know how to read their body language. My emotional intelligence has increased from that to where I ask really good follow-up questions. I can have original thoughts and those of curiosity, and like it becomes a very stimulating conversation, and I get so much out of it. Like, I love talking to people now. Growing up, I always considered myself an introvert. And come to find out, no, I love people. I love meeting people and talking to people. And I think it's just the scrolling that kind of made me think that in my head. Like, I don't like talking to people. No, you do. It's just that this seems easier to get that connection, which isn't really a connection. I'm spitting fire today. Next benefit, spending less money. Let's be honest, any of these ex-social media like startup creators who have since left will tell you the truth. They will tell you the honest and open truth because they have nothing to lose, because they've already walked out on like $1 billion deal to keep moving with these social media companies. And they will tell you a lot of social media is meant to make you buy money. That's what makes this country function, is money and like capitalism. And I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but you spend so much less money because you're not like, oh, this person posted this restaurant. It looks so cute. They had this outfit. I want a comparison. It's so shallow and earthly that it's like, you kind of forget, like, you're not this, like, you're this, right? And it's so easy to get caught up in that when you're just doing this all day. So that's another thing. You spend way less money and you figure out what it is that you actually like. Because, as you know, the algorithmic tendencies are such that the purpose and function of the algorithm is to kind of manipulate you in a way. And once you like a video on cats, next thing you know, your whole feed is cats. And after that, you notice yourself buying a cat or buying all these toys for your cat. Like, it is manipulating in a sense. So I think not having that algorithm and kind of using your gut, your instincts, your like divineness, your soul to navigate what it is that you actually do like and actually do want, that will save you so much time, so much headache down the road, because you find your authenticity. You find what you actually want, what you actually like, and you can figure out how to get there in your own path. You have so much more. It really helps your self-esteem when you know yourself and you take the time to know yourself and you kind of go against the grain in that way. Because I will say, like, there's not a lot of people like this, there's not a lot of people who have that intention nowadays. Everyone just looks for convenience. And when you step out of that, it adds value to not just like you as a person, because you have that attention, you have those skills that a lot of people don't, which will get you far in like this world, but also like inward. It will get you so far. You will find joy and fulfillment in things you never thought you would, such as like enjoying a cold brew on a rainy day, or I don't know, like seeing ducks at the park. Like, you have so much more appreciation for the little things that people aren't aware of because, again, they're walking and doing this. So yeah, I think it's a distraction. It's a distraction. We have evolved so much as a society, and like a pro from social media, we are finding out things that people might be hiding or that, you know, we haven't discovered before, and we're able to voice our voices. But like, let's use the good from that and let's move on. Let's go to the next thing, because I think we can all agree this is not serving us. It's not serving the youth. It's not serving the old people playing Candy Crush all day, rotting their brains and accelerating the process of dementia and neurocognitive decline. Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's not serving anyone. So let's take the good from this and let's jump forward. We have the resources, we have the body, the arms, the tools to do that, and like, no one's taking charge. No one's taking charge. And I wish I knew the answer. And I've thought a lot about like what that next step is, because we can all agree this is sort of a dumpster fire now. We've sort of dug ourselves into this hole where it's going to be really hard to get out, but we might as well start climbing now before it gets deeper. So, yeah, okay, keep it light, keep it light. You know what? No, I need to be authentic. It's a real problem. And not having it has allowed me to see, like, even family members who, when I first got social media in middle school and I'd be on it, they'd be like, all these kids on their phone. And then now you go to the family function and they can't get off. It's like, oh my gosh. Or certain people, you go, you have dinner with them and they're like, and they don't even know it. They don't mean to be rude, but it's like, life is so short. Time is so precious and you're gonna do this. Like, I know it's hard to get off. I know it's difficult. If it was easy, everyone would be off and we'd all be like connected and it'd be amazing. We'd be otherworldly. We'd be otherworldly at that point, but we're not there. How do we get there? So my challenge for you for this video isn't even just to delete social media. I think that would be a lot on your plate, but just start to gain that awareness. Start to question everything. Question everything. Oh, I'm on my phone. Why am I on my phone? Oh, because I like this thing on here. Why do I like it? Do I even like it? Or is my phone telling me to like it? And I'm sort of drawn to that comfort and immediate gratification of my phone. Like, this is the type of thinking you need to really figure yourself out so that you can elevate yourself as a soul, as a being, as a person, as a friend, as a mother, daughter, whatever. Like, question everything. Have intention with everything. And all in all, I think above all else, if you take away anything from this video and what I learned from deleting it, it's that not having it will build your curiosity and allow you to figure out who exactly it is that you want to become, who the heck you are. So yeah, that was a little social media chit chat from my end of someone who does not have it and hasn't had it for a few years. And I don't plan on going back either. Now with me building this channel, I have big plans for this channel. I have huge plans for this channel. I would love to grow my platform on YouTube. And all these plans, with the plans I have with creating and connecting, none of that has anything to do with, I don't plan on using TikTok or Instagram to further grow my platform here. If I've learned anything from being the busybody that I am, it's that you don't want to spread yourself too thin and try to do too many things. A wise friend of mine once told me, you can do everything, but you cannot do it all at once. You can do everything, you just can't do it all at once. So I really want to focus on this, and I have been, and it has allowed me to enjoy the process more and not just be obsessed with spitting out content. I can make spontaneous videos like this where it's like, okay, so what do we want to talk about or think about today? Oh, we want to think about deleting social media and have sort of a conversation. Okay, let's do that. Let's post it. Don't overthink. Just like, it's allowed me to listen to myself. And I plan on trusting that intuition as I make more of these videos, because you know what? I know a lot of like trends and like thumbnails and whatever get views, but this is so authentic. It's bleeding authenticity in that I'm being creative. I'm using my original thoughts or things that inspire me in the real world to create this. And that's where you find the joy, and that's where you don't get burnt out. And that's what leads to fulfillment for me, at least, is being in my authenticity, having that creativity, feeling that freedom to like talk about what I want to talk about. So yeah. That's my social media talk for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you want more stuff like this, make sure to comment and like the video. Subscribe if you're interested, if you like my energy. Subscribe if you like my vibe. That rhymed. and you want to see more videos like this or with my training, I'm a registered nurse, I'm a personal trainer and a bodybuilder, and I wear a lot of hats, so I plan on doing a little show and tell of what those different hats are throughout my videos and throughout this channel. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Have a good day. Bye.